Electricity has always been and continues to be the fastest growing form of energy in the world. It is projected that global electricity generation will increase by a factor of 1.7 times by 2040 to something around 36.5 trillion kilowatt hours. Until then, 2040, an important factor in the growth of electricity demand is economic growth, especially for emerging countries, such as Brazil. Power systems continue to evolve to provide sufficient electricity for this growing demand and this growing market. Power generation methods can be categorized by thermal fuels such as coal, natural gas, oil can be nuclear, and renewables, where the turbines are located. Hydroelectric plants, wind energy generation using biomass, geothermal, solar and photovoltaic, with the growing demand for energy. Urban areas, mainly industrial hubs. Energy generation becomes one of the major engineering concerns at the beginning of this century. Within the energy problem, it is worth highlighting the environmental impact caused by the flooding of large areas resulting, the implementation of hydroelectric plants, the disbelief about the domain, technology and safety of nuclear plants, the need of large and medium-sized industries for self-sufficiency in electrical energy, cutting substantial costs, and avoiding unforeseen cuts by concessionaires, the use of energy from alternative fuels, such as biomass and solid waste for steam generation, and boilers for use in industrial processes. Like this, the possibility of maximizing the use of steam as an energy source. Based on these problems, companies look for ways to generate energy with responsibility associated with financial returns, seeking to minimize environmental impacts and overcome deficiencies in the public energy network. Given all these facts, the Brazilian energy cogeneration sector has constantly revised upwards its projections and even made large investments in the area, staying away from global economic turmoil. Therefore, qualified professionals for various positions within power generation units have often been requested and disputed to give an overview of the sector, looking only at energy generation from biomass, which is waste of animal or vegetable origin used in energy production. They already generate 11% of the total Brazilian energy matrix. It does not stop there. Just to cite another example, just the paper and cellulose sector. Brazilian has already announced and recently raised investments, in addition to the 60 billion already announced, for new factory expansion projects until 2028. Sources determine that there are at least another 3 billion of investments planned for the current growth cycle, consolidating the sector among the largest private investors today. Within this context, steam turbines stand out, which are widely used in natural gas combined power plants, biomass, nuclear, geothermal or just called combined cycle. And why are steam turbines a viable alternative? Steam turbines. They have advantages that place them among the machines most used for energy generation in all power ranges. As main advantages, steam is a form of energy coming from of natural resources in greatest abundance in the world, which is water. It is mostly used as a fuel fluid due to its favorable properties. Because it is non-toxic, abundant and chemically reactive, low cost and has good thermodynamic properties. Unlike the oil and gas sector, steam does not produce waste when used for energy generation. Another aspect is the high efficiency of the cycles. Steam compared to other cycles that use fossil fuels. The vapor that is removed at intermediate points or at the exit of the turbine can be reused to power industrial processes. The so-called cogeneration